All right, traders. So this insane market continues, showing you the SPY, just another up day. I'm not even sure how much the Dow was up. Maybe I'll try to glance real quick here. Dow was up 461. So the market's still on fire. I got to tell you though, building a watch list at night, you think, oh, it might be easy right now because a lot of stocks are really bullish. But honestly, when you have stocks, the overall market has just been running up for 6-7 days straight. It's pretty hard to find setups that aren't extended, and it's kind of my least favorite environment to do these nightly searches for what I'm going to trade the next day, or what I should say what I might trade the next day. For those of you that didn't make it to chat today, man, Wayne was on fire. I called beyond through 138. Look what it did. Went to 162. What an amazing call. And somebody PM'd me during the Q&A and said, hey, I never heard Wayne's call. And we got to the bottom of it. I know why you didn't, because they weren't there in the pre-market. He walked through everything he was looking at and where he wanted that 138 break. He mentioned it in the pre-market, and he even said, hey, when the market opens, this could happen fast, which, by the way, it didn't. He had plenty of time. Go to 5-minute candles. Yeah, I've got extended hours on there. I hate when I do that. There we go. So you can see the opening 5-minute candle actually topped out there. So you had more than 5 minutes to be prepared. And then you'll notice Friday's high was right there also, which is part of the reason for his idea. And man, it never even looked back over his shoulder. What a great call. Yeah, there's a good argument for showing up to work early, because we talked through things that we're going to be watching after the opening bell in the pre-market. CHK, he called this one over 47. Wayne again. Just this kind of little cup and handle here. 47's right about there. And it went to, I don't know, 70, how high did it go? 77.50, insane. Which, by the way, while I'm looking at and talking about CHK, it closed at 68.47. And after hours, it's trading right now at 41.50. I'm pretty sure I saw chapter 11 or something on Twitter. So I had a list full of, well, a high percentage of the stocks were oil plays, and I went back and kind of removed most of them, because I think this, call me crazy, this might hurt the oil plays. You know what? In this market, it might not. I don't know. But anyway, I pulled a bunch of them off the list for tomorrow. But another amazing call by Wayne. OMP. I called this one through 11. Pretty clean setup. Typed it out in chat. Kind of an intraday cup and handle, whole number inflection point. There's the 11 break right there. Never looked back. Went to, I think, 1175. This was a bad day to miss if you didn't come to chat. And I was actually thinking stuff was gapping so much there wouldn't be any decent setups, but I was wrong. Alan H. Second time in a week I've said he should be on your hot list. Where you can put people on your hot script list and follow those people and get an audible alert, and everything they type is in a separate chat window. It's one of my favorite features of our chat room. Alan H. has been on my hot list for a while, actually called the hot script list, but pointed out GNC, basically said cup and handle or something. He liked it over 98 cents. I looked at it, just came back from grabbing a sandwich from the fridge and agreed with it and grabbed it, got filled at 99 cents. We're on that 1 cent above that break, and it ended up going out and closing at its highs, by the way. Another great call by Alan H. And this is just a small sample of the amazing teamwork in there. So now let's go into what I'm watching for tomorrow. IVR, massive volume, closing well off its highs, but maybe a red to green, something like that. GNC, just showed you that one. Big breakout today. We'll look for a red to green or some kind of A+ intraday setup in that one tomorrow. Remember, I'm always in cash every night, so I'm looking for stuff to trade tomorrow. I did put one oil and gas play on there. I went with XOG. Big volume, fairly strong closing. And after hours, this thing hit 2 a couple times. So it's holding up really well. So it looks like the CHK thing isn't hurting it at all. So anyway, that's the one I've chosen, the oil play I've chosen to have on watch. DGLY, massive breakout today. Already had it on watch. I made one call in this one today, I think. I think I only made one. And it was right here at Tokyo at like 410, 412, 413, something like that before the high of day break. And it went pretty quickly to 485. And then ended up closing strong as well. But that was a nice little trade for us. Anyway, it's extremely extended now, but I am going to keep it on the chart probably for the next week. Hope to get one more A+ setup out of that one. MIK, retailer, pretty strong move there and a pretty strong close. AEY, nice volume for this stock and a pretty strong close, so maybe a follow-through day there. IZEA, this is one of those stocks that never goes anywhere. Look at all the topping tails on it, and then today it decided to go somewhere. It broke free, closing at $1.26. And as I'm talking right now, well, it looks like after-hour session is closed. I'm doing this video kind of late tonight. It went out at $1.74 in after hours, so probably going to be a gapper in the morning, but we'll keep our eyes on it. TMDI, big day, quiet inside day, and then a nice green day today. I'll zoom in a little bit. So it's interesting, over today's high, then you have Friday's high just above, and then Thursday's high above that. So you could call this kind of a coiling action. Want to keep my eyes on that one. CETX, I'm not in love with this one, but because it's just so whippy and crazy, and there's really no clean setup here, it just falls in the camp of, hey, it's a recent high flyer. It's holding up okay. Actually, in after hours, it looks like it went out at 2:30 on what looks like pretty decent volume. So maybe they had news in after hours. Maybe it becomes a stock that's going to land on our gap play in the morning. We'll see what it does in the pre-market. ECOR, I threw this one back on watch. Inside day today after yesterday's pop. Crex had a nice late day rally. And it's super interesting to me over 350. This is one of those thermal imaging plays. Some school came out and said, or Crex maybe did the announcement there, some school is using their thermal imaging. And then you think, well, one school, that's just, why would anyone buy it on that? But sometimes that can be a precursor to announcements of several contracts, right? So that's kind of the thought process there. And over 350 is pretty interesting. Basically hit it here a few days ago and again today. So that one's interesting over the half. And then HEXO, I believe this is a pot stock, and a pretty big breakout today and a strong close. Definitely want to watch that one. And probably the other pot stocks too. A lot of those were strong today. I'm going to leave it at that. My list was much longer till I pared down a bunch of oil plays off of it. And we'll find some gappers in the morning to add to this. Let's keep the great teamwork going, man. I swear to God, the market's on fire. The teamwork's on fire. Just make sure in this market, here's the thing. The way things are running, you're going to miss 80% of them. You can't catch them all. But what can happen to a trader in this kind of market is maybe you take a trade in the morning and it doesn't work, and you're watching 12 other people celebrating a massive move in something else, and then FOMO kicks in, and then you start chasing stuff. Don't let that happen. All right, there's always going to be another A+ setup coming around. So that's my advice for the morning. I'm done babbling. See you in the morning.